friends? You to fucking Shredster here. I'm here with a fucking review of I Am Setsuna. Let me just go and get my physical copy of the game, alright? Hang on a little bit, I'm gonna get my physical copy that doesn't fucking exist. Because Square Enix doesn't give enough fucks about this game to release a fucking physical copy. And if you're anything like me, you're going like, fuck, I want physical fucking copies. Where are my physical copies? I mean, we're in a fucking era where even indie games release fucking physicals like Shovel Knight. They have a physical copy fucking everywhere I go. It's a fucking physical copy of Shovel Knight. But no, the newly created fucking RPG creator, Tokyo RPG Factory by Square Enix, an in-house development company, don't even give the fucking game physically. What the fuck is up with that? To that I give 2 fucking thumbs down. So, let's just get to the fucking review. Let's just get this fucking shit over with. This anti-fucking no physical nation we're living, where people don't give a shit. So, the question is, do you fucking like fucking classic old school JRPGs? If you're just like me, you're going like, yes, I want more of those games. I want them to go back to the PS1/SNES era / fucking even the PS2 era was better than the overall is right now with JRPGs. So when I heard about Setsuna, I was like, this may become an imitation of the past. Most of the time it's not really good enough when people try to be old school, because when the classic games made their fucking creations, they never thought about that. Oh, let's be classic. No, they just made what they wanted at the fucking time, and it was perfect, right into the socket. So, do you like JRPGs? Of course you do, because you're a fucking JRPG gamer just like me. And let me tell you, if you're just like me, you're gonna end up being a bit disappointed with this game, because it's as fucking expected. It does not live up to the fucking classics of the past. It tries to, but it doesn't quite make it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Let's just start right off the bat. This game's story is introduced in the beginning of the game. And if you know the distinction between Western games and Eastern games, you know that in the West, they like to found the story based on some simple plot points in the beginning of the game. And that's the whole story in most Western games. So when you get that story lined up, you know it's predictable as shit. When you go to the Eastern, the Japanese games, classics, you get an introduction to a story that doesn't really have the main plot points yet. And then you move out through the story, and then you unveil detail after detail like a candy store. And suddenly everything changes about the halfway point. Often, this is a cliche in JRPGs, but it's a good cliche because it's in almost all of the best games. Around 10-15 hours into the game, you're like, fuck me, a huge ass plot twist that changes the course of this entire game. It's not the same game anymore. It's all fucking changed. And then you go like, what the fuck is going on here? And then you continue to play and you're fucking hooked. You're like a fucking fish getting reeled in by the fucking story. And at the end, you'll be like, fuck me, I did not see that coming. This is a trait of the great JRPGs of the past. I can say right now, I Am Setsuna does not do this. It does it the Western way, which fucking baffles me, because the trademark of JRPGs are kind of extremely complicated story at times. Sometimes people think it's silly, convoluted. Some people think convoluted is a bad word. To me, convoluted, it's like a fucking candy store. It's like a Pepsi bottle. When I hear convoluted, I'm like, give me that shit. Did you just say convoluted story? I want that shit. So, I Am Setsuna is, strangely enough, more like Western games than JRPGs. It's more like a Western RPG story, because the whole story starts out with Setsuna, the main female character of the game, and she's going on a pilgrimage, and then the main character shows up, and he's gonna take her on this pilgrimage. I'm gonna keep the storytelling very simple, because if you want to play the game, I don't want to spoil it, although I've already done that by saying that the main storyline is the whole fucking story. The end has some twists and turns. I'm not going to reveal it in case you want to play the game. Find out for yourself, you should. So basically you're going on a pilgrimage. Oh, I'm on a pilgrimage! I'm gonna get to this safely so we can stop the monsters from coming! Ah, 20 hours later I'm on a pilgrimage! Ah! And throughout the story you're introduced to new playable characters. And they all have fucking stick legs. That's an art direction I don't fucking like. I know it's a graphical complaint, and normally I don't really give a shit about graphical complaints. But I don't like the stick legs. Anyways, you go on this fucking super simple storyline that anyone can write. I'm telling you, anyone can write this story. It's so fucking simple. You're going on a pilgrimage. Oh, you meet a character. Oh, you have a little character story. Oh, you finish that story. You continue on the pilgrimage. Oh, new character story. Oh, la, 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 la. The whole game plays out like this. It's enjoyable. It's not bad. The writing isn't too bad. I mean, the dialogue is all right. I got immersed into the story. It's nothing special. I was disappointed since I had such high hopes for this genre. It's my favorite genre of games. I want them to fucking blow my mind. And they've already said that they're working on a new game now, but I'm not holding my breath, my friends. We shall see. So let's just jump right to the gameplay. The story is just a swish-wash, straightforward ending. I didn't get emotionally involved. So let's fucking go to the gameplay, alright? It's very much like Chrono Trigger in the gameplay aspects. You walk around the field, you see the enemy. In the Chrono Trigger you don't really see the enemy, so it's kind of like a Tails/Chrono Trigger thing. So when you meet an enemy you can back attack the enemy, and you always get an upper hand by getting the ATB gauge full from the beginning, so you can instantly attack the enemy, and it's extremely easy to get this advantage throughout the game. So you'll always have a benefit that almost crushes the enemy from the fucking first moment. And that's my main complaint about this game, alright? The fucking gameplay is so fucking easy. Oh, Jesus Christ! I mean, it literally has no tactical depth because it's so easy. Early on you get a character called Nider. He's a big swordman character on your team. And you get a combination attack with the main character and him. And this combination attack obliterates everything in the game. I tell you, everything. And you can buy tents to get your MP full all the fucking time. It's cheap as shit. So you can keep doing this move on every... Here's a cap of how I play this game. Go! You see that shit? The same shit. Every enemy dies from this attack. You hit every enemy on screen. Piss easy. I did this 90% of the time. You could tell me, oh, so don't do it. Make it more entertaining by yourself. Fuck no. I'm gonna do the fucking best tactic the game has to offer. And it's so easy to find out. Everyone is gonna do that shit because it saves time. What's the point of fucking wasting time on something that's so fucking easy? And that leads me to the next part of the game. It's a customization system when you earn fucking points. Like you can customize like the moves cost less MP. You can do them faster. It's tons of depth in this game that you don't need at fucking all, because it's so easy that all of these effects are rendered completely useless. Even the bosses go down like this. I think I died once or twice throughout this whole game, and they were both on bosses, and I just tried to explore with some bullshit that I didn't have to do, and I fucking died. But when I did the fucking same tactic I always do, just use the fucking big combination attacks, a la Chrono Trigger attacks, and then you just fill MP in mid battle, and you could use some magics to get your fucking defense up. You could do fucking magic defense up. This is a classic scenario of what I always complain about in many JRPGs. That you got a shitload of shit that's completely fucking worthless. Worthless! It's worthless, my friends! Ah! So, sounds like I'm very disappointed with this game, doesn't it? Again, it's because I love JRPGs. I want them to do better. This game is not essential. You don't have to play this game. When you fucking think about Chrono Trigger, the game that it's supposedly inspired by, it's shitload better. The world is huge. It's diverse. You have the time travel thing that makes you go to different fucking time periods where everything looks fucking different, plays out differently. It's entertaining throughout the whole fucking thing. This game is just one snow-filled fucking area, and that's actually a good thing. That's a unique aspect of this game. You have snow everywhere. And when I play JRPGs and I get to a snow area like in Secret of Mana, that music kicks in. One of my favorite areas in the game. I love snow areas. And this game tries to make the whole game magical with snow. So much snow and ice everywhere! And it would work better if the story was great, if the gameplay was had any fucking depth that I had to use. I mean, it's all so fucking simple, yet they put so many layers, so many menus, so many things you can do in this game, yet you don't have to do shit. If you want to get the trophies, you can do it. But is it really worth it just for some trophies? I mean, come on, fuck that. Let's talk about the fucking music, alright? Only piano tracks. I think there's like one track that's not fucking piano. But all of them are fucking piano tracks. And it's fucking... it's one-dimensional. I mean, it's a great concept. I don't have anything against the concept. But when you walk from area to area, suddenly you start to feel the fatigue. It's the same sound. It doesn't have quite a lot of diversity. I mean, they're very well composed, and some of the tracks are fantastically good. Like the first World Nut track. Great track. Love that feeling. But when as I progress the story didn't really move anywhere. And when the music stayed in the same sound, it felt like the whole game was camping in one vibe, you know? I mean, theoretically, these tracks are diverse. If you fucked around with instrumentality, you basically got a fucking shitload of diversity, but the piano makes it feel campy. Everything stays in the same vibe. So, the music, good concept, executed kind of one-dimensionally. It's a lot of Asian vibes in this soundtrack, so you get a lot of Asian, Chinese / Japanese vibes, which isn't a problem for me. I love that kind of style, but I wish it had more diversity, you know, suddenly a rock track when it's a crisis zone, and then it's a fucking dungeon, then it's a with strings. This is an attack! It's a huge fucking boss battle! I love diversity. Final Fantasy has some of the best diversity with Nobuo Uematsu on the fucking soundtracks. I love that shit. And you go to fucking Chrono Trigger. You love when that shit kicks in. So now I only have one thing left to say. There's one issue that pissed me the fuck off in this game. It's something most people won't think about. I fucking did it because when you fucking kill off enemies and you fucking kill 3 enemies at one fucking time, there's a sound effect that kind of stacks on each other. Like if you kill 1 enemy, it's like boom. If you kill 3 enemies, those 3 effects smash off at the same time. So if your sound volume is like this, then you kill 3 enemies, the sound is like this. Annoying, did you hear that? It's fucking annoying. Fuck! Even there's fucking sound effect adjusters. The fucking programmers for the sound didn't even do a superb job. So basically you could say this game has every component of a superb JRPG, but does none of the elements good enough to be fucking horn worthy. It's like it's all going automatic JRPG formulas. It doesn't really take you to the next fucking level like many of the superb games that I put on my top fucking 10 list. So there you have it, my friends. Alright, everything is alright. How's the music? Yeah, it's alright, it's good, it's alright. What's the story? It's alright. How are the characters? Alright. How's the world map? How's the world setting? It's alright. The dungeons, repetitive as hell. I mean, the dungeons look like fucking ice cubes. You go into one dungeon, it's a ton of ice. Then you go into the next dungeon. Oh, look here, it's more ice. Oh my god, ice. Ooh, copy paste. It's fucking copy paste. You walk a path here, you walk a path there. Ice here, treasure chest here. Ice, 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 ice. Finito. Blah blah, story moment. Oh, new dungeon. Ice, 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 ice. So, what do I give this game? Does it deserve Pepsis? Maybe a little sip here and there? It's not really a Pepsi game, is it? Pepsi games are fucking awesome. When I give Pepsi to a game, it's fucking brilliant. So, what the fuck do I give this game? 6.5 out of 10 maybe? Maybe a 7? 1 Pepsi? 6 fucking condom bottled Fantas? Right? So that's my review. I am Setsuna. Finally some fucking sun. I have to get away from that fucking winterland, I tell you, my friends. See you later. Adios, fuckers. Drink your Pepsi.